Hi everyone, it's Teresa and I'm here today with a new toy. This is a dual head resin mixer from Resiners. I got this off of Amazon and I thought I would give it a try. When I mix my resin by hand, I tend to mix too fast because I get a little impatient with it and it creates a lot of bubbles. So I thought by purchasing this, it might help me. So let's unbox it and check it out. So it looks like we have a power cord and a screwdriver. See what's in here. Okay, it looks like a blade, a shaft, another blade, another blade. It's nice that it gives you different size blades. And another shaft. We have our instruction booklet. Okay, so this I think is the base. Comes with a nice rubber mat. I have to say, this is very well packaged. And then I think this is the mixing head. Has kind of a retro look to it. Reminds me of a mixer from like the 1950s. But let's get all this out of the way. Let's see how we put this together. Okay, so it looks like we just pop these in. Okay, so those go in like that. And then I'm gonna make sure that I get these incorrect. Okay, so it says to turn until it stops. All right, so we got that. Take this off. So it came with a couple of small screws and some little rubber feet. So this goes on here like this, and then we just screw it in. That first screw went in really easy. This one don't know. It's just turning and turning. And these just pop in here. Good enough. Okay, so now put the silicone pad on. Okay, so it has a button on the back here. You push in to raise and lower it. So you should be able to fit a pretty big pot with it extended all the way. And then we've got notches here that we just stick in to insert. And it looks like it's all ready to go. Till they fall out, because they're not going in there. This says to insert them, so why is it being difficult? You know, nothing ever goes as easy as you want it to. Okay, so we got it in there. And then it says here, press and hold the button, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we just charge it. And it comes with a USB to C charge. So we're going to put it in here. Okay. And as you can see, it's got lights showing the charge. Once this is fully charged, it's supposed to be able to run for 4 hours. You're supposed to be able to use it. So let's let this charge for a few minutes and then we'll give it a try. So I'm going to set this off camera and then I'm going to start getting stuff ready to mix. And then we'll be back. Okay, so I have some resin ready and we're just going to mix this. And I don't have a lot of big cups, so I'm going to have to hold this. And we'll see how it does. It's not loud. But let's see here. What time is it? I'm going to mix it for 3 minutes. And because I have a small cup here, I'm lifting it up a little bit to make sure it scrapes the bottom and gets all the resin mixed. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I'm starting to see lots of bubbles be introduced. So I think I might have this speed up too high. Okay. Let's see how well it did. Let me grab a little spatula. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see all the millions of bubbles. This is how it usually looks for me when I mix by hand because I do it too fast. There's just tons and tons of bubbles in there. And I'm gonna mix it some more because this still looks kind of milky. So I don't think it has mixed all the way. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. And as you can see, I'm making a huge mess. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can turn the light a little bit. You can see all those bubbles. There's a lot of bubbles. So I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes and degas, and I am going to grab a mold and we'll make something. Let's see if this angle's a little better where you can see all those bubbles. So I'm kind of on the fence about this machine, but what I'm going to do is let this sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to pour it into some molds, and then we will put it in the curing machine and see how it turns out. So just hang tight. I've got to change my camera angle and get stuff set up, and then we'll be ready to go. All right. Maybe this is a little better angle. You can see all the bubbles. So I think what I'm going to do is I got a few molds here. I'm just going to pour it in this one. We'll make a bookmark. I'm not going to fill it because I want to do something else with it. Okay. I feel like I'm very unprepared today. It's just one of those days. Let's see if we can get this resin to move around a bit. Go where we want it to go. Okay, we're just gonna push this off to the side, let it sit, and we're gonna do one of these dog tags. Same thing, I don't want to fill it. I'm just gonna do a real little bit. This one seemed like it spread a little bit better. part of my resin. I was sitting half on a silicone mat. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit, pop bubbles, then I'll run the curing machine, and then we'll look and see how it did. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the machine on, and then we'll see how it looks in the morning. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's check these out. I want to see how bad they bubbled. Really, this one, you know, you've got a few bubbles. It doesn't look that bad. This one has quite a few bubbles down around in here. This one has a few also. And like I said, I think some of it is because I'm still new to resin. I'm still learning. So I'm probably making a lot of rookie mistakes. But yeah, I don't know if you can see all the bubbles on the edges. This one, I'm sure, has lots of bubbles in it. This is always kind of a pain in the butt to get off too. Okay, look at all the bubbles in there. And I know there's two reasons for all these bubbles. One of them is because I mixed it kind of fast. I had the mixer set on a faster speed, not a slower speed. And also because I used a curing machine, which speeds up the process of, of the resin curing, which is what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't always give the bubbles time to make it to the surface and pop. So, but the whole focus of this video was the machine, the mixing machine. I feel it's going to be a big help to me. I've only used it just this one time, so it's hard to say on how long it will last. Looking here, it's saying the work life is 3 years, which anymore nowadays, that's pretty good. They don't make things like they used to. You're not going to get a refrigerator or a washer and dryer that's going to last you 15 or 20 years. Theoretically, you're lucky if you get 5 years out of it. So the fact that they're stating this machine should work for 3 years, I feel is pretty good. Hopefully it stands up the test of time. I'm going to try it some more, and then I'll give you, more honest feedback after I've used it a while. First impressions, it works good. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. First time using it, no issues. The 100th time may be different, so I'll let you know. Same thing with the curing machine. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and I've been happy with it. I have noticed a lot more bubbles in the products since I started using it. Looking at some opinions online, people do state that because it cures so fast, it does not give, the bubbles time to release. So I got to figure out a happy medium here with my machine. But I am happy with both of them as of right now. Do you have a resin mixing machine? If so, what kind do you have? Are you happy with it? Have you used it a while? This one, I don't know how new it is to the market. I seen it on Amazon during Prime Day, and I was thinking about it, and then I waited, but I'm glad I got it. So take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.